Oh my god, the religious people are trying to preach at me again. Praise the maker. Praise him. Praise him. Also, like, the people watching the VOD on my VOD channel are gonna be so confused. This is Valley Girl, if you've not met her before. She will be here for the next 3 minutes of your existence, so you better enjoy. You wanna die? No, it's not allowed. How am I gonna annoy you if you're dead? Like, come on. Like, spiritually, I could probably still annoy you. Like, because I feel like everyone has an aura, and because we've met each other, our auras are connected. So I can probably, like, spiritually annoy you. Like, the ether of my soul can, like, fuck with the ether of your soul. So, yeah. Every time Valley Girl is redeemed, my entire being cries. Are you so sweet, Shelly? With happiness? Sometimes I cry of happiness. Like when me and my girlfriends go out and we find the cutest, most perfect outfit. And you're just like, this was made to be. Like, I don't know if I believe in fate, but I think there is like a connection with shoes that I'm supposed to have, you know? Does anyone else feel the same? Oh my god, it's Varric. Hello, my short king. How are you doing? I just love the whole look he's got going on here. The open-chested shirt, although, like, I know Don likes the chest hair, but homie should shave. If you get my meaning, like, it's just gross. Like, I imagine he gets all sorts of things, like, stuck in there. Like crumbs and like, I don't even want to think about it. So, there you go. I'm not thirsting. It's like the opposite of thirsting. Like he's okay, but personally, I'm more into Cullen. You know, we like a tall knight. You know, that's my vibe. Dawn has no taste. Hearth redeeming Posh Whisper? Oh my god. Are you meaning that you want to get rid of me? Because I'll go. I'll jolly well go. Right? This has been requested for a very long time. Rudely, a lot of chat say this is no different from my normal voice. Which is lies and propaganda, because I am not posh, I'm just southern. So, I'm here now, which I regard as jolly good. You may not enjoy, but we will see. Were we not doing some quests in the Hinterlands? I think we were side questing. I tell you, I've been to quite a few places, but never have I been somewhere with so many side quests. Oh my! Whew. My bonnet has flown straight off. Is that Scare? With 15 months? Oh, thank you so much. I'm so delighted to see you back here. 15 times in a row. I mean, it's almost like you couldn't keep away. It's almost like the mind control magic was working. It's dark and nefarious magic, but very, very good to have you back. I'm absolutely delighted, as I said, absolutely delighted. Thank you so much. Oh, Welsh Valley Gal has been redeemed. Look, I think it's only right. Seeing as it does cost 10,000 channel points to give the full 5 minutes to each person, I do like to think of myself as someone who can... why do I just sound like a politician? Someone who can form very diplomatic relations with my chat. Jolly good. Right. So I have a war council in here. Oh, God. Oh, is that a Deep South Whisper being redeemed? So we're going to have Welsh Valley Girl and then Deep South Whisper, I see. All right, you choose violence today, chat. Right, so I was doing a couple of things in Ferelden that we're going to check up on. So we had a bit of copyright fraud committed, and our lovely friend Varric, somebody was stealing his life's work, which I thought was quite rude. So we did go and sort that out. I did help Clan Llewellyn, the elves, and I thought it best not to send my armies directly into the lands of Clan Llewellyn, as it would probably cause an all-out war. So we sent our good friend instead, who's very good at diplomatic relations. and they're doing that right now. There is another main quest available, but I am a piece of shit, and I would like to continue doing side quests in the Hinterlands, if there are no objections. Yes, very good. I was choosing a successor, and this is complete. Sister Liliana, I understand that I have you to thank for immortality for the last 38 months. My good man Draco, thank you so much. I will be acquiring that soul again. If it isn't something that you mind, old chap, I shall be taking that and depositing it in one of my soul receptacles. Excellent to have you back. And what is this resub message we have here? 'Tis a game filled to the brim with many a side quest, madam. But that shan't kill the vibe, girl. Oh shit, I went from posh to valley girl. Oh, doth not kill the vibe. If thou killest the vibe, thou shalt never be forgiveth. 'Tis true. Ahem. Sister Liliana, I understand that I have you to thank for the sudden arrival of proof of Jean Gaspard's heritage. The Grey Warden's love poems were most conniving, although his decision to rhyme falling with calling was less so. Regards. Regardless, Jean Gaspard has lost all claim to the duchy. Monette wishes no ill will to her uncle, and has asked that he and the men loyal to him join the Inquisition. With luck, Jean Gaspard might regain in deeds the honour that he no longer may claim through blood. The young Duchess herself is quite aware that she has you to thank for her position, and she's pledged the city of Lydes for the Inquisition's cause. Hey! We have the ancestral shield of Lydes. Yes, I wonder if it has my family crest on. It may. I accept. Oh. Well, this is done too. Did I send someone off here? No. Right then. There might be some more side quests kind of peppered in here. But for now, it does seem to be that we've done all of them. And I think my time is done. We're in Wales now. I'm from Wales. I'm going to be from Wales for the next 5 minutes. So if you have any questions to ask about Wales, now is the time to do it. I'll be heading to the deep south of America in 5 minutes' time. You do treat me, don't you, chat? I get to go to so many places on stream. Oh my. I've got no more side quests here, but I have got a main quest, which I think I will get a lot more missions on the table if I go on with this. But I don't want to do it just now because I'm really enjoying the Hinterlands. I know in chat there have been a few of you who don't like the Hinterlands so much, but I don't see why. It's a beautiful place, lovely environment, and I like some low-key side quests, you know, for farmers, going to find sheep and that kind of thing. So that's what we've been doing, and I also greatly enjoy the astrariums. I've been doing a couple of those. This is perfect for Dragon Age Mellow accent. I'm trying my best. I'm going Scouse, but I try to channel Meryl when I'm doing this. I need to hear her, and then I could channel her accent a bit better. Did you enjoy being in Gavin and Stacey? I did enjoy being in Gavin and Stacey. I was in one of the background shots selling Welsh cakes. So it was only about 5 seconds, but those were my 5 minutes of fame. I am a national, global, international superstar. Right. Is there a quest here? Because this, I think the special shipments is just the DLC stuff, and it gets me every time. Every time I go and check, and it's just this bloody box, which is empty, right? Oh, I didn't have room before. Oh, Lash, who's doing this? Oh, Brick, my sweet sausage. Thank you so much. Gifting 5 souls of the community. We've got Etherean, Owie Tiger, Will Prince, Prince of Wales, Glenn, and Red King coming on in. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. You're a dear, aren't you? You didn't have to do that. Oh my. Thank you for welcoming in 5 souls, some of which we've had before, and obviously are so worthy of immortality. Oh, immortality's hard to say in a Welsh accent. Alright, so we're hopping to the Hinterlands now, yeah? I'm just going to pop there. I don't want to go see the apostates. I want to go to the Hinterlands. Can I just go there? I can. I'll be honest. I can't remember for the life of me what the fuck I was doing here. I was exploring. I was getting some of these skull mobobbies. But other than that, I must admit, my memory fades into nothingness. I did that quest for the farmer lad. There were some really nasty creatures in the rifts here, so I have to be careful. Like, as we get down here, there were some very high-level ones as well. So we've got to watch ourselves down there, we have. But I have got a quest down here. Conscientious objector. Did I get the key for that? I have a feeling I did. But if I didn't, then we'll soon find out, won't we? Alright, so we're taking chest hair, because that's non-negotiable. Look, guys, I know you like Blackwall, but honestly, I think he's pretty boring, at the moment at least. Like, he might turn out to be a double agent or have some kind of dark past. But he just reminds me of, like, an older Jon Snow. He's just a good guy. So, you know, he's a nice guy. You know, a nice father figure. But I don't want to sit on him. So I don't think we're going to take him with us because that's my requirement, to have somebody in the party. Do I want to sit on them? Yes. And that's why we take Varric, we take Iron Bull, and we take Solace, okay? This is the pro gamer move. Ask yourself next time you're making an RPG party, do I want to sit on this NPC? If the answer is yes, you bloody well bring them with you. Absolutely. All right. Also, I think it's time for Deep South. I think we've had 5 minutes of Welsh accent, so I gotta try and do a Deep South accent. And luckily, I've been watching a lot of TV shows with a Deep South accent. I'm so sorry if anyone is actually from the South, or if anyone's from Wales for that matter, or from, honestly, anywhere that I've butchered the accent of. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm going to like California. Oh, I'm Canadian. Yeehaw! I've just got to channel like Imogen Timmel from Critical Role, and then we should be safe. Should be all good. Yo mama. Wow. I thought yo mama jokes were done now. Don, please not with this. I'm sorry. Chat did it. Chat did it. I didn't do anything. Someone paid 10,000 channel points for me to do this. Honestly, I think it's the first time it's been summoned since I put it on. So, you know what we gotta do? Now we're in Deep South accent. Yeehaw! Come on, Doug. Doug, the Nug, come on. Come out the... Oh my god, it's not Doug. It's a fucking reindeer. Oh, I forgot I got the fucking Thranduil reindeer out. Oh my. Isn't he fucking fabulous? I love him. And somehow the entirety of my party is gonna wriggle on into his butthole. Don't question anything. Gotta put a counter on those redeems? Maybe. Although, I did say for each one could only be redeemed every hour. Otherwise, we're gonna scare everyone new off here. There's some level ups waiting. It's fine. We're just gonna die anyway. Also, I like to annoy the people in the YouTube comments. Hi, YouTube. I like to annoy you by leaving the level up arrows on. And you was probably all sitting there going, hey, Don, there's a level up. And I'm not gonna click it until I absolutely have to. Because I enjoy your suffering. It brings me peace. Alright? I'm going this way. We're gonna check out the conscientious objector. You know what I need to play again to do this accent correctly? Red Dead Redemption. It's been a long time since I played that game. Oh god, I can't say the word game. Oh god, I'm going British. Wow. Game? 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 I don't even know how to say that in a Deep South accent. Best be hoping no one down Deep South played games. Because they're gonna be sounding British. That statement explains so much. I just like to annoy you. When I play Final Fantasy, I see them there crystals and I don't click them. The quick teleport crystals? Nah, not happening. I like seeing the suffering when I walk past them. Did you ever get the... What? Butthead? Egghead? Did you ever get the egghead butt picture? Did you send me an egghead butt picture? What the hell? I did request it. I said after last stream, could someone please Photoshop Egghead's face into the horse's butthole? And I did not receive any submissions, and I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was thinking as soon as I mentioned that, there are going to be like 10 Photoshops up in my Discord, but there weren't. Where are they? Put them in that gilded. Oh, god damn, the command's not working still. I need to change it back to /me. Because it's on /announce right now, and Twitch has gone and taken the ability for bots to use /announce away, so now it just doesn't fucking work. And no, not Discord. We over here use Gilded. Because Gilded wears the shit out. It's damn good as Gilded, and you should get on Gilded too. It's kind of like Discord, but better. Way more believable accent than the British one. Yeah, this is my real accent. When I'm off live stream, I'm just doing this accent. Has it been 5 minutes yet? I bloody well hope so. You know what I just watched on Amazon Prime? Reacher. Jack Reacher. So I feel like that's kind of helping me because it's about a town in the middle of nowhere in the south, and everything's very quiet until something suspicious starts going on and people begin murdered, and it seems like there's a great big crime going on, except no one knows what. So I feel like it's giving me some good source material. Don't worry, there's only like 2 minutes left. Are you a Vox Machina fan? Abso-frickin-lutely. We actually did some watch parties with Amazon Prime, some sponsored watch parties. I was one of the official watch party channels, and every week on a Saturday, we would watch the latest 3 episodes of The Legend of Vox Machina together. I was a watch party channel for season 1 and season 2. Yeah, it was great fun. Really, absolutely incredible animated series. Like, oh my god, everything on point. We knew the voice acting was going to be good because the whole cast were voice actors. But they also had the most incredible quality of animation, and the soundtrack was absolutely banging. Yeehaw. Every time I watch that intro, I feel like there's a snake in my boot because I just can't stop tapping it. Yeah! The adventure begins. They were always beside you. I can't sing in American. Oh dear God, please help me. Yeehaw. All right, where are we going? I have no idea. I keep walking around in circles. It's the accent, you know. It's making me discombobulated. I feel like I'm channeling more Forrest Gump than Imogen Timolt right now. I'm really gone like deep now. I was just doing like a light accent like Imogen Timolt before, but now I'm like way down there. I'm in a swamp somewhere. I was going for something light, but all right. Oh look, I can claim this. Yeehaw! Oh, the saga of Turda Brightaxe of our mother. Oh, this is gonna be horrifying in this accent. All right. See, after this, I'm gonna skedaddle, but for now, I'll read this in Southern accent. We're gonna try. Turda Brightaxe, Thelm gold-handed, battle brought with blade and axe. Thelm a mail and shield of silver, shine and sheen to turn attacks. Blade of dragon bone, now blooded, warrior throats wrung raw with cheers. Turda stands, her bright axe blazing, legs still weeping battle tears. Bright the axe of leaf-eared lover, laughing lady of the skies. Fire flares as Thelm gold-handed, honey-tongued repeats the lies. North to warmth and golden cities, whispers speak in dreamers' ears. Cerval scorched the lyre flies, on ravens' beaks, to dream unwaken. Yeehaw! I gotta go, my horse is here! I can't. Thank you so much for that nightmare fuel. I forget who redeemed the southern, but thank you so much. I'm sure we all greatly enjoyed that. Oh! A letter found on a dead brother. Oh no. Brother, I fled the circle, but I want no part of this mad rebellion. The Templars and my brethren have both gone mad, and their war has torn apart the very sky. Some of the other isolationists suggested fleeing, but I shall follow their example. It has been too long since I saw you, and it cannot be safe in Haven. If you can make it past the bandits and the demons, join me at Grandmother's old home northwest of the crossroads. With your blade and my staff, we can get through this together. Yeah, that obviously went really well for you there. Oh no, we gotta go and tell his brother now. We can get through this together. Yeah, sure you can. We should go and tell him as soon as possible. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's up there. We can camp travel and we should be able to get there. There was also a Scottish redeem not long after South Whisper. How did I miss Scottish Whisper? Oh, hi. Am I ever gonna have to use my own accent this stream? Like, I'm just gonna have to use other people's accents. Gonna have to pretend I'm fucking Merida now. Alright, you get this for 5 minutes. I might go Irish as well, because that quite often happens. But I am from Scotland. How are you? I am so sorry, by the way, if we have anyone who's actually from Scotland. I can't do it. I can't do it. Look, I watch a lot of Scottish streamers. Like, Don't Rage Quit is from Scotland. And then there's Jador Dita, who's also from Scotland. And this is where we died last time, so we're gonna fucking leave, because there's a dragon. There's a dragon! I don't want to get fucked by the dragon again. I know some people are into that, but no thanks. I'm good. Alright, let's go this way. Blood Brothers is like up the hill. And I honestly don't know how I get around there, unless I can get down here and like round from under here. But I don't know. Also, what should I call my elk? Has anyone got any name ideas for my elk? We need Scottish anger. I'm so angry right now. I could run you through with my sword. Grr! He's a moose? No, he's a majestic elk. I think. I don't know. He has horns. I guess we could call him a moose. It works. The reaction to the dragon was excellent last time. I was so scared. I was so scared. I think I swore quite a lot that stream. Although, I'll grant it was probably justified, given there was a fucking dragon. I mean, would you swear if there was a fucking dragon? I would. Can you run past the dragon? I tried before, but there's some smaller, like, lizard dragons on the floor, and they'll chase you. Hi, Agchi. Welcome on in. I'm Scottish, kind of. Apparently. I keep losing it. I've got to channel Merida. Alright. I think we can go this way. The thing is, there's so many bloody mountains in the Hinterlands that sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I can go up that way. Oh, Redcliffe Road. There's a rift here as well. Oh my god. We could go do it. Seeing as we're here, F5, and let's go and see if we can do it. Some of the rifts around here have been really tricky. Oh, oh my. Oh, oh no, not the shades. Oh, get out. Didn't be doing that. He's a bad lad, he is. Oh, get to the rift. Get off me. My name is Merida. And I will fight for the honor of my own hand. Get out. Where are you? I've lost him. I think I can close the rift now. Wait, let me... Damn it. We almost had it. I mean, some of them have like 2 waves of enemies. Some of them have 3. The more difficult ones tend to have 3. As far as I remember. But these things are absolute nightmare fuel. I need to move. Can I move? If I move Solace, Oh, he's stunned. Oh no. Alright, I guess I have to carry on until we stop being stunned. Alright, let's do some tactical positioning here. Long ass legs, yeah, you betcha. So long. Who needs legs that long? Varric, you little shit. Oh, I'm Irish now. Varric, you wee bastard. Get back, you're not a melee character. Come on, get over here, you numpty. You numpty, get over here. If I didn't already know you're Scottish. You weren't Scottish, you'd have me fooled. I wonder, you know, I sometimes wonder when the accent challenges come on, if anyone comes into the stream and they think, oh, she's from Scotland, or oh, she's obviously a valley girl from California, you know? I don't know if any of my accents are good enough to fool anyone. I'm already losing it. And now I'm just Scouse. Scotland. Scotland forever. Right, so I can't seem to move them because they keep getting stunned. Get off me. I'm falling back. What a dick biscuit. Come, get off me. Thank you. My health is so low. Okay, there we go. This guy keeps teleporting, and it's really annoying. Just sit your ass down so I can shoot you. Hey. Being American, I'd know you weren't a valley girl, though. Yeah, true. You can probably sense the way I pronounce things is not how an actual American person would pronounce it. Oh, I'm Welsh now. I'm back. I can't anymore. Scottish, like, I feel like some words I can do, and then others I just mispronounce. Wait, I've got to get the fucking rift. Hang on. Hi. If anyone came in during Scottish, I'm sorry, I'm not Scottish. I'm British. Sorry. I know chat likes a Scottish accent, though. Whenever there's been a Scottish character, everyone's like, oh, hi, I'd have some of that. Wasn't Sebastian Scottish in Dragon Age 2? Not Scottish, I'm British, I'm English, even words.
That comes from being self-taught. I discovered most magic on my own, or learned it from my journeys in the Fade.
I've seen self-taught warriors. Even the good ones have something awkward in their style. Something that clunks. I don't get that from you. Maybe magic is different.
Or, without magical training, you cannot notice the parts of my magic that clunk.
Self-taught, eh? Didn't know that about you, Solace. I assumed you'd been to some mage school of some sort. I've started becoming attracted to Solace and I'm questioning my entire life. You and half of the internet, I think. I'm not yet feeling those vibes from Solace, but he is kind of deep emo boy. He loves hanging out at graveyards. He's really into the Fade, and I'm like, oh, you know, okay. And if he has a dark backstory that he's hiding, then, you know me. I always fall for the ones with the dark backstory. We better level these up as well before I annoy the YouTube commenters anymore. Sorry, YouTubers. Oh, sorry. It is C, right? Just to see the character pane. Am I going crazy? It is C. Must be C. Or is it P? Oh, P for party. Okay. This is what happens when you play too many MMOs. Okay, so I'm going fully down the archery tree. Want to see... Currently have it as stunning shot. I wouldn't mind another passive, just for passive damage. So firing from elevation. I have no points to spend. But Varric does, so we can spend those on him. I don't have one myself. I was just assuming that I was owed one. If every other party member has a skill point, why don't I? This isn't fair. This is biased. Solace, I was taking down the spirit tree. Revival. Revival would be useful to have, and he's the only person who can do anything close to healing. I don't really think there's healing as such, like, or at least if there is someone who's a pure healer, we haven't met them yet. No spoilers. So he's the only one who can do buff effects and restorative effects for us. So I'm going to give him that for now. Varric, my boy. Varric was kind of more into traps and poison this run, so I'm going to give him a little bit more of that. The hook and tackle. Hook and tackle, I'm like, why would I want that as a ranged user? Because that grapples someone and then you pull yourself to them. And I don't want him to be in melee range, so... Sure, sunder enemy armor. Sounds good. Who's next? My boy Bull. Hello, hello, hello. Bull, I've made really tanky so far. I feel like he probably could do with a few more damage-based things. I don't know whether there's anything that will be useful in this tree. Your party does more damage to taunted targets. Yes, considering the taunt I have on him at the moment where he's just constantly taunting for 0 cost. Yes, please. Yes, please. That should help. Alright, F5. Everybody's leveled up. Fun trick. When a rift spawns more demons, you can use Dispel on one of the points to prevent that demon from spawning. You can? Like the little kind of green gateways that start to appear? That's cool that they put that in. I will look out for them. It is true. Fun fact about Solace as well. Outside of party banter, he speaks in iambic pentameter. Because he is a poet and he knows it. He's just very kind of philosophical. He probably does write poetry. I wouldn't be surprised. It'll be very fitting. Maybe he'll write something for me. That's a plus of romancing Solace. I think he's the only party member who could write us poetry, apart from Varric. And Varric's poetry probably be a little bit smutty. Probably wouldn't be the graceful kind of quietly wooing you poetry. It would be like innuendo. If I know anything about the kind of thing that Varric writes. Oh, enemies. Whoa! Did not mean to do that so quickly, but okay. We're going in, apparently. Haven't really been having any trouble in combat recently. Like, I don't even have to switch characters very often.
Let's take a look.
A letter found on a dead Templar. Templar Coron, in light of the current hostilities, I believe our arrangement is no longer satisfactory. You are unable to reach me with payment, and I have no means of delivering the merchandise to you. I hope that when this unfortunate situation is resolved, we may once again do business. Tanner. That bow looks cool. I mean, dragons are just universally cool. Like, I just love anything with a dragon on it. And you can also enchant this so it's on fire and the dragons are on fire with a fire enchantment. And I'm working towards that so I can have not only dragons, but flaming dragons. And I now have the key. So I can go in here. Oh. Oh. Shinies. Hello? Anything in here? I hear shinies. There's loot, but there's also another one of those skull things. Uh-oh. Masterwork stiletto. Wait, who's outside? Who's outside? Oh my god, okay. Where did you come from? Let me try and get behind him. Oh, that's fine. I thought he was going to be a pain to kill, but he's actually super easy to kill now. Oh, we've angered a little. Oh, I'm sorry. You were never meant to be involved in this, but I will take your fur. I will use it for something good. I'm sorry, my friend. I always end up killing critters. I hear shinies. Ding dong. Woo. Bing bong. Where is the shiny? There is something here, I think. Is it on the roof? Aha! Gold! Was that the shiny? I'm not sure if it was the one that was triggering it. I'm not sure. Hey Preku, welcome on in! Varric is more like, there was once a man from Ferelden. Oh yeah, like the bawdy, rhyming kind of ones that get made into tavern songs. I hear you. It's going bing bong, which means it's here. This particular kind of shiny only shows when you search right in front of it. Ah. I hear it very, very strongly. Bong. Oh, right, okay. Ah, I see. So the front curve of the search thing is like an arrow, which you follow. Ah. Bottles of Thadus, a hard liquor that is not so much served as it is brandished. Coarse and indifferent. It is your taste, or is it not? The failing is yours if you cannot raise or lower to the challenge of a distiller told not to. Lovely. Oh, bottles on the wall. So this is an ongoing collection. Nice. Welp. Killed that guy's brother. I've killed both of them now. I'm such a good person. I don't think I had a choice not to. But I did attack them first. And he didn't have a name, which means that I couldn't have talked to him, because NPCs without a name are usually just cannon fodder. So, do I feel bad? Maybe. Should I have killed him? Probably not. War table. Watchtowers at the farm operation. Okay. Oh. Do we want to go to Valimar? I think I have the key now. This was a Dwarven cave, which we found over here. And I didn't have the key before, but I have it now, so we can go in. It might be dangerous, though. F5.
Nothing to report, sir.
Also, I'm not going to lie. As glorious as this thing is, I miss Doug. My life feels empty without Doug. Doug the Nug is the best boy. BioWare love huge wheels of cheese. Does everyone just exist on cheese in RPG worlds? Because it's one of the only things you ever find decorating tables is cheese. Cheese everywhere. Also, cheers, drummer. Cheers! Also, someone's back. My girl. She's chilling. She's very sleepy. Oh, sorry, Mr. Goatman. So it's behind this waterfall, as all good secrets are. I'm always disappointed in games when they have a waterfall and it looks like a really obvious place to hide a secret and they just don't have anything. Oh, I'm sorry, I killed another Nug! I always do it by accident. I'm so sorry. The Nugs want to go in here as well. To make up for killing your brother, I'll let you in. You wanna come in? You're not Nug. You wanna come in? You can lead the way. Come on, you lead the way. I follow you. Follow the Nug into the rabbit hole. Oh no. And into Valimar we go. I wonder what awaits us inside. Ooh. Kind of spooky in here. This does feel like some of the Dragon Age 2 caves. A little bit of greenery.
Must be an old dwarven outpost.
What was
Must
it
be.
for?
Trade, maybe? Your guess is as good as mine.
Codex unlocked deep roads. I do not like the sound of that. Can we not go to the deep roads, please? Nothing good ever happened in the deep roads. Maybe Sandal's down here. Hey, Sandal! Enchantment? Enchantment? No. If he is, he can't hear us. Ah, yes, the deep roads. A lovely place, indeed. I still sometimes have nightmares that I'm still down there. Still going in circles. Still trying to find my quest objective. Genuinely. I was expecting the same thing in Dragon Age 2. But in Dragon Age 2, it was just a very short section in the deep roads, and then we got out again. How is my inventory space? Oh, they're still murdering. Wait up, wait up. Wait for me. Wandering aimlessly, not knowing why you're really there. Side questing random desires. Me and Tesco. I feel that. I feel that. Especially because I went out into the human world today. Now I was just wandering around like, what was my quest again? Wasn't I here to get something I needed? I don't even remember. I did, and then I ended up buying shinies, you know? It just happens. It just happens. I read your soul was taken. I hope you don't mind, but I think that would have been the very kind Brick who did a mass sub-bomb. Enjoy your immortality once more. Ooh, which way do I go? Moogle cuddles have been redeemed. Very important. Oh, big stretch, Mocky. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big toe beans. Some delicious chocolatey toe beans. She's a bit annoyed at me because I went out for like an hour. And when I came back, she acted like I'd betrayed her. She was just like... like, she honestly sounded like a chipmunk. The little chirrups that she makes, she was just like... and she was going around in circles. And then she demanded a treat, which obviously I gave her. Because bribery. I think she associates me coming in the door with shoes on with treats. Because I always feel bad whenever I go out and have to be like, here you go, my child. Have some treats. So she had her absolute favorite treat. The meaty sticks. And now she's pretending to be hard done by. I'm so sorry you were left alone in your warm house with your food and your toys and your many cat beds and your deluxe cat tower. Oh, Moggy, life is so hard for you. Oh, my sweet princess. Oh, life is suffering. Let it be known. If I perish before my time, I want to come back as a cat. 100%. But like a very pampered cat like Mog. Like... waited on hand and foot, given treats all the time. All the toys. This door can only be opened by some kind of mechanism. Well, it would seem we have to find some kind of mechanism. I'm searching for secrets just because I can, but I assume it will be up above somewhere. Is that a wild Tim? Hi, Tim. I'm good, thanks. I'm happy to be back with some Inquisition. And we're down the Dwarven mines. Nothing can go wrong. Also, Elfbot, stop talking about the Moogle emote vote. That was last week. God, Elfbot. I'll turn him off talking about that because he doesn't need to talk about that anymore. Oh, there's a dwarf up here. Everybody, quiet. Do not anger the dwarf. There we go. And Moogle emote has been decided. It is going to be surprised Moogle, if anybody was keeping track of the vote. And I should be able to get it up tomorrow, actually. So you should have a very surprised Moogle emote to use next stream. It was a hard-fought battle, particularly between Moogle Derp and Moogle Surprise. But we now have our victor. Ooh, Drakestone. They're nice. Starting to miss this game. Ooh, careful, Tim. Otherwise, you're gonna end up booting the game and doing a new playthrough. I've already tempted several people to do that. Carter note on security. We should be secure enough from outsiders. I'm more concerned about attracting darkspawn from the lower levels. We don't have the manpower to push them further in. Keep the product on the upper levels and barricade the bridge. The product, eh? Is it cheese? Cheese and sausage? Have they just got an industrial amount of cheese wheels down there? Illegal cheese wheels. Oh, here is my throne. Why can I not sit on my throne? Disappointed. Ah, haha, weak wall. Okay, I know that's there. I'm going to quickly check the rest of the bridge just to make sure there's nothing else here. I'm assuming the mechanism might be in here as well. Okay, there's more down here, so we are going to bash the wall in. Seeing that pulley system and thinking, is there going to be a pulley puzzle at some point? Maybe.
Might be more my thing.
Oh, yes, Daddy. Please, whilst you slam the wall, please slam me up against the wall. There, just grab me. Grab me and slam me against it, Bull. Oh, yes, slow.
F5, because I don't know what's through here.
Wait.
Look, are you surprised the no thirsting hasn't been redeemed? I'm free. Ooh, pitch grenade recipe. Explodes into a puddle that slows enemies. Sounds good. That's a rare recipe as well. And we've got a vanguard coat and a heavy axe. I think some of that will be useful for my warriors. Wait. Check for secrets. Check for secrets. Ah, no thirsting has been redeemed. Iron Bull is such a good friend. I'm so glad that we have this special friendship together. And go and do activities together, like finding secret chambers in Dwarven ruins. Isn't that right, buddy? Yes, buddy. I appreciate you. Have Bull smash the boxes? I wish. Aha, the key works here too.
Posture check has been redeemed. Such posture. Very check.
I was already sitting mostly straight. More notes. Defaced Carter notice. Much of Valimar remains closed to us. Anyone interested in changing that should meet here tomorrow. 1 hour past noon. T. A series of notes has been scrawled below this notice. Stop wasting time on that damn door. I don't care what's behind it. The mechanism's broken. More importantly, who cares? We have product to move, and you want to see if some ancient dwarf locked up the tea set? We're short-handed as it is. If I hear you've taken another group to the lower levels in search of gears, I'll make you sorry. L. First of all, I think this place used to be a trade post. There could be something valuable behind that door. And just how will you make me sorry? I'll use my imagination and knives. Oh, great. I'm assuming that went really well for him. Okay, so the puzzle involves gears. So I'm assuming we've got to find ourselves some gears. Can he actually smash boxes? No. I was hopeful, because that would be cool. Rip, that dwarf definitely dead. 100%.
An angry note. First Gliska, now Brenner. Caught him trying to steal some of the product. Just a little bit to keep, he says. Nug shit. Trying to make it a little extra on the side, thinking I wouldn't notice. I will not be undermined. Your cousin said we could trust Brennor, so you handle it. If I'm not happy, you won't be either. God, these dwarves are so angry. I mean, it is very common for dwarves to have anger management problems. It's hereditary. Ooh, a Vitar, and quite a lot of gold, actually. I will take it. You can smash the boxes as far as I know, really? This is where I have to go, is chat winding me up? Or are they being serious? Oh my god, Gimli, son of Gloin! Thou art a hero of Middle-earth. Wow. Can't believe I trusted someone called Gimli Gloin's son. Well, maybe I should renew the treaty with the dwarves. Maybe it's time. Hey, okay. Smash. I didn't think I'd see an Iron Bull smashing scene so soon. Oh. Ah! I mean, this is kind of like Bloodborne boxes. Like, there's usually nothing inside, but it makes me happy, you know? Takes out some anger. If that dwarf that written that note had just done this, they'd be fine. They wouldn't have had to be angry. Oh, sorry, Varric. Sorry. Oh, Varric, move! Move! Elfin safety, my boy. Shame that the final sweep goes over the boxes. It'd be so cool if we did 1, 2, and smash over. Yeah. I'm just destroying things now. Those barrels last longer than I would against that mace. Those barrels last longer than I would with Iron Bull. Ha ha ha! Alright, it's been 5 minutes since the thirsting, okay? I'll leave. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Even Moggy looked at me like, Mom! Mom! You're so embarrassing. I'm sorry, Mom. Dawn, please never change. Look, I was never like this. Twitch chat did this to me, and I've never been quite the same. When I started on Twitch, I was an innocent little flower. Never had I once thirsted over a video game character. Apart from Nathan Drake and Snow from Final Fantasy, okay? Swear that Moogle emote will come in handy. Yes, the surprise face. Just the...
I had to smash these two. I don't think there's anything in there, but it feels good. That is good. I have tricked an elf into enjoying cutting up wood with an axe. I'm a lumberjack now. Well, that was fun. And very ineffectual. Good to know I can do it. Yeah, that pile looked so tempting, especially in this room where they were laid out in rows. It just looked too neat. It looked a bit suspicious, so it was worth checking. Hey Spartan, nice to see someone from my island playing this game. Best island! I am from the Southern Elven Kingdom. You probably don't know it. I would get in trouble if I told you exactly where it was. The Elven Council are very, very anal about these things. But
Darkspawn. We may be
always good to see some other Brits.
For these to count as deep roads. But have I mentioned I hate the deep roads?
Me too, Varric. Me too. Don't worry, I won't go there unless I have to. Oh, you're in the deep roads. Are you prepared to spend 6 months there? I'm emotionally preparing myself. I was hoping that this was just like a little delve. You know, we go in, we kill like some kind of final Carter boss, and then that's it. But what if it leads into the main deep roads? Oh, F5, F5, F5. These guys, look. Annoying. Alright, take the bowman out. Varric, you got that trap? No, he's not. He's got caltrops. You could do caltrops in the doorway, and then we lead them out, okay? Look, I'm trying to be a tactical player. See, caltrops here. Beautiful. And then we're like, oh no, we've been cornered by the dwarves. And then they come out. No, bull. You're ruining the plan. Get back. The caltrops, man. The cow. This is going so well. Tactical genius, I tell you. Just can't get the staff these days. Honestly. Imbeciles. Why do I work with amateurs? The plan was so perfect. Is it called Shapira? I mean, sounds a lot fancier than the part of the Elven Forest I live in. All right. Everybody take a moment. You're taking too much damage. Varric, you're not a melee character. We've talked about this. I mean, if you really want to be, you can, but... Oh, he's stuck in the doorway. Nice. We'll save him in a second. He's fine. There we go. Bully's Leroy Jenkins. He does not wait for me to say it's okay to go in. There is an innuendo there, and I'm gonna let chat make it. Thank you. Ooh. Orders for lake operations. Check on operations at the lake. Make sure they're doing their jobs down there. Don't let them give you shit about the wildlife. I don't care. Take Liska with you. Give her something to do. She's been on edge, complaining about humming or some nonsense. If she can't handle the job, deal with it. Oh, she's obviously been affected by the red lyrium. Report on activity in the Hinterlands. The soldiers call themselves the Inquisition. They've been helping the refugees near Redcliffe, poking around a fair bit too. Though they haven't come near here until now. They have someone with a trick for closing those rifts. Claims she's some sort of prophet. Zealous nug shit, if you ask me. Must be one fast-talking elf to get a bunch of humans to fall for that. Not sure what she's after, but if those mercenaries do their job, we won't have a problem. Still, keep an eye out.
They've been watching our movements.
Why do the Carter care? Personal note scrawled in ledger. It's good, though red. With the Templars severing ties to the Chantry, we should find buyers easily enough. Has to be the right buyer, though. Don't want anyone who'll get ideas. We need to control the distribution. If travel across Lake Calenhad is secured, we're made. Most of the veins have been near the surface. There's enough of it, but if we find a deeper vein, a source, the take could be huge. Once we have a firm grip on the current operation, we can look into expansion. Haha! This is for the puzzle. I'm guessing there might be two. Yep, 2 gears. So we just need to find one more. Oh. Darktown's deal. Ask the nobles of Orzammar how their kingdom gets silks and grain and wine from the surface, and they'll tell you trade with the surface occurs. It occurs. As if it's on its own, with no traders or merchants or human farmers involved. A little miracle of dwarven ingenuity. The reality is a lot messier than their fantasy. Orzammar relies upon the surface not just for its prosperity, but for its own survival. Ages of blights have taken thousands of taigs away from the dwarves. These were the places where most of the food was raised. The dwarven kingdom that endured alone, independent beneath the stone from time immemorial, perished in the first blight, faded into myth. Now the remaining dwarves underground cling to existence through a lifeline to the surface, a chain forged from the casteless. Every dwarf who goes to the surface is stripped of caste, effectively exiled and removed from dwarven society forever. But Orzammar relies on continued relations with these exiles to live.
This has created a shadowy area of Dwarven trade and politics, where the rich, powerful, and elite maintain secret ties to people who, by official decree, no longer exist. And everyone knows what kinds of things lurk in the shadows. The Carter lives in the underbelly of the surface trade like a tapeworm. Many surface dwarves maintain ties, not officially recognized of course, but respectable, to their former houses in the noble or merchant castes, and those contacts are their means of trading with Orzammar. Those who have no ties, because they were cast off by their families or never had good connections, make the trip back underground to trade with Orzammar personally, where they find themselves treated like criminals. A casteless in Orzammar, even a wealthy one from the surface, will be driven away from most merchants, treated like he's carrying a plague at best. So these surface merchants turn to the Carter for help. The Carter acts as a contact in Orzammar for surface businesses and sells their goods on the black market. For a cut, of course. The Carter always gets its cut. The outraged citizens of Orzammar sometimes petition the Assembly to deal with the rampant crime surrounding the black market, and showy displays are made of kicking in doors to Carter hideouts and raising Dust Town. But the Carter always comes back, because the Assembly always allows it. Too much of Orzammar is dependent on the black market trade, and the nobles know it. They all do business with the Carter. Everyone has a stake in its success. The Carter has 1,000 faces above and below the surface. Honest merchants and noble caste lords and upstanding members of the Merchants' Guild, all a cover for the thousands more smugglers, thieves, and murderers in the shadows. The lifeline of Orzammar. Praise the ancestors. Varric Tathras! Oh my god, Varric Tathras is my favorite author! I bet I can get a signed copy. I hope so. Hey, Varric! I didn't know you wrote that. And here I was, thinking you were just writing smut. I do apologize.
Something's still missing.
One more gear. See if we can find it. Carter are literally the Dwarven Mafia. Yeah, I learnt that much in Orzammar. You do not mess with the Carter. I got murdered by the Carter so many times. I always check corners. Every time. Barrett tried smut once. Didn't work out for him. But he will be so good at it. Oh. I can get into all these places now. Anyone in here? Doesn't look like it. Let's have a mooch around. Mosaic pieces. There we go. Dwarven gear! Got it. Okay, so we have both we need. Darkspawn shield as well. And there's a back room. Yeah, he only has Bianca, so maybe he doesn't know. And he's happy with Bianca, apparently. Try the door. Better be something good back here. Ha ha ha. Has someone got the other side? I have a feeling this is a two-person job. Bull, are you just gonna stand there? Really? Okay.
Living from valuables they find in the deep roads.
Oh, I do not like the look of this. F5. Oh, I knew I didn't like it for a reason. Herlocks. Oh my god, big boy, big boy, big boy. Okay, if you are a ranged character, if you would follow me, please. Yes, yes. I would like you to come through the door. Solace is casting a spell, so he won't listen. Rude. Why can't I, click move? Just me? I can't click move. They should be fine there anyway. Big boy's staying nimble. What are the deep roads about a few Herlocks? The Herlock chiefs always used to mess me up. And the sorcerers, the Herlock sorcerers, so horrible in Origins. They would do one fireball that would just decimate your party. It's not tactical view. Isn't it control for tactical? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's not tactical view. Wait. Is this just me forgetting keybinds? But it is control for tactical view, isn't it? So I don't know... Where? So is T? There we go. I've been playing too many different games recently. I think this is what has done it to my brain. Also, I have a confession to make. I think I might be addicted to Civilization again. And I went cold turkey after university. But I booted it up the other day just because I really felt like it. And yeah, time just sinks away in that game. I don't know what it does to time, but you can literally move a unit 3 times and it's been 5 hours. And I just, ugh. I'm terrible at it, but I love it and it's so addictive. And the just one more turn thing is so true. It's so true. Okay, we're all back here, so I think we're good. Oh, tanky. He's going down though. Let me see if I can get the archer. Woo! Woo! I'm flying around in this mode. I don't know what I've done, but I don't exist anymore. This is fine. There we go. Easy, see, easy. Dwarven banner. A dwarven banner featuring traditional dwarven motifs. Wonder what that's for. Civ 6 is amazing. Just one more turn. I feel old because I thought Civ 5 was the newest Civ. To me, I feel like Civ 5 came out last year. But nope, there's Civ 6 and that came out in like 2016, 18, can't remember when. So I ended up getting Civ 6. Civ 5 is still good, yeah. Civ 7 is coming soon. Ooh, how soon? Thing is, I always build up my forces and I make a grand plan to attack someone, and then by the time my forces are surrounding them, the game ends and someone gets like a cultural victory. So, yep, I like to think I have a great army, but I really, really don't. Bianca, ooh, Bianca edition for you there. You are so welcome, Varric. I think I have to be at the crafting table to put that on for you. But your girlfriend's gonna get a nice new piece of add-on. Yeah. Matte painting is the key to time travel. It's just so addictive. And I'm so bad at it, I know I'm not gonna win. But I just keep going anyway. I always used to try and organize Civ nights when I was at university. And we'd all like come online and be like, yeah, Civ night, let's go. But someone would always disconnect every single time. Someone would disconnect, or like the game wouldn't load properly, or invites wouldn't work. And then before you know it, it's been like 5 hours and someone goes, oh, I have to go now. I can't play anymore today. So, yep.
Do we carry on into the deep, deep darkness? Are we actually going into the deep roads now? Because no thank you. Oh, this looks like proper deep roads. Me just spamming F5 in the corner here. Don't mind me. So much Drakestone. The chasm. Wait. I feel like I've been here before. I haven't, but I feel like I have. And I can get down here to the other level. Ooh. Haha. There's so much loot down here. My bags are gonna be full soon. So Varric, take a chill pill. Have one of those. More loot. Just monies, but I'll take it. Hello, Zach. Welcome to Inquisition. No date for the next civilization yet, but they've just said it's under development. Oh, okay. I'll keep an eye out for it. I do like some Civ. It's fun to play with friends, but at the same time, I'm very impressed if you can get an entire friendship together to play Civ and then keep on playing Civ and actually finish a game. I don't think I've ever finished a Civ game with friends. Am I just back where we were before? Does it loop? Is this where we came in? I think this is where we came in. Maybe? I'm discombobulated now. I think it is. Hey, Arilyn. I mean, I think it's the start of the deep roads, maybe. I don't know. Has Dawn started the DLC? I just went into this cave, like this Carter cave. I think from what people said, it's very clear when I'm going into a DLC and it will come up with like, you are entering this DLC. So I'm pretty sure I haven't gone into a DLC by mistake. It should be good. You should try something like Crusader Kings. Crusader Kings is a series that I've always meant to try, but just never got around to trying. But on the list, the never-ending list. Not the DLC, okay. Because I wouldn't want to accidentally stumble into a DLC. Okay, we're gonna try going this way now. Because I went through that door before, so let's try going down here. I shot through a barrel. I'm a god. Kind of want to shoot this. Like, I wish I could shoot that string. Make the crate fall down. And can I shoot these guys from here? Because if I could get a drop on them, that would be great. So far away though. It's really spooky in here. If you play Kingdom... Wait. Blaspheming? Shocking. They can be naturalists as in nakedists. Oh dear. Be careful of the nudity on stream, indeed. We do have 18 plus on generally. But I think, as far as I know with Twitch TOS, you still can't show the dingly donglies or the nipply knops. That's not allowed. Thou must not show the dingly donglies or the nipply knops. You can show everything besides them. But yeah, I know like Witcher, some scenes in Witcher you have to be careful with too. Oh dear, shocking.
The darkspawn are coming up through here.
We must seal it off.
Ooh, okay. Solace. This is your thing. Oh, cool. I never thought I'd say Egghead was cool, but he's cool. He looks badass when he does magic. I'm just gonna check this building up here as well, because I don't want to leave anything behind. We've seen quite a few of Varric's nippy noppies. Is this true? Apparently Iron Bull's nippy noppies, even Eggman's nippy noppies are fine on a Twitch stream. Oh, I did check this room, didn't I? That's where I found another one of the gears. So we've been in there. That'll surely stop the darkspawn. Yes, these few planks of wood will surely stop them. Maybe we'll put a basket there too. Oh yeah, look. They're definitely not going to crawl through that hole, Solace. No, what an excellent job you've done. You're quite the handyman. Is this door open? No. Fallen Enchantress. I've not heard of that game either. Okay. Now, unless the tunnel goes further back here, I think we have explored all of the halls of elders. As far as I can tell, there's no other staircase down. So that is it. We've been through the door in here as well, which gives us a quick shortcut back to the other side. I did feel like there should be more treasure in this room, given all the golden idols around here, but game says no. If this was real life, I'd just ask Bull to haul this all the way back to the village. And then I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'd give up trying to save the world, and we'd all retire to a nice villa somewhere. Solos is a mage after all, not a mason. He can't be expected to create proper stone wall cover. This is true. He should take a masonry course though. If he's going to do these things for the party, he may at least study it. Whew! Oh my. I just had a very threatening, could be a dragon cry from above during that resub as well. Welcome back, and Wolf. Good to have your soul back again for another month. 13 months, very unlucky. But as I always say, we're very lucky to have you for 13 months. Welcome back. I was about to ask you to vote in the Mog War, but the Mog War is over. Surprise, Mog won. I don't know if you knew the result of the Mog War yet. Okay, I mean, I think that's all I can do in here. I went in, I closed the breach. Probably somebody back at camp is going to be grateful. So, yeah, I think I did my job. Mog, I got a cuddle. It's from Ginger Goblin. She says, thank you, Ginger Goblin. She have nice stretch. She have nice stretch. So soft. Oh, this waterfall. And there's Nugs here. This is the best place ever. I might need to go back and sell some things. Hello, Mr. Nug Nug. Hey, Poek. Also, the void is eating food, so it's disappeared for now. I think there was another one of those guys over there. Oh, okay, there's a whole band. Let's get them whilst I can. Ooh, it's a special ram. It's different colours. Why is it special? Lord Wolsey? shade? Demonic ram! It was the perfect disguise all along. Ginger rams are not to be trusted. He's a rage demon. I saved the world. See, killing local wildlife is sometimes a good thing. I did everybody a favor. Are you also a demon?
Oh no, you're just an adorable little Arctic fox. Okay, sorry.
Not Lord Wolseley! I did have a moment where I was like, oh no, does that belong to the farmer I did the quest for who also owns the yak? He's going to hate me now. But it's fine, I saved the universe. Paragon Astith the Grey carving. What? We love some dead people because it means free loot. Speaking of, I have 5 slots left in my bag. Should I go and sell things? Probably. Am I going to? Nah. I got any more side quests in here? There's an ocularum here too. Ooh. We've got Jimmy back for 52 months of immortality. Don't get to catch too many streams these days, but my support continues on. Thank you so much for always nobly pledging your soul. I really appreciate it. Whenever you can be here, we love to have your presence and your soul. Oh, Lotus as well. Human life is very busy, so I always feel honoured when someone takes even a few minutes to come and hang out with us. You're always doing something. Busy creatures, you humes. Lady Wolsey will be very sad now. Maybe we can find her. Maybe she's an ice demon. Oh, I bet Lady Wolseley is like a desire demon. I bet. Like a pink goat. Do I have this ocularum? I'm guessing I do. Because it's already on the map. But sometimes they have a grayed out symbol or a white symbol based on whether you've done it or not. So let me check. All the innocents murdered. Well, now all those nugs I've murdered, it makes sense because it could have been a demon. Sometimes a sacrifice must be made to keep the land safe. Oh, I can hear it. Oh, parkour, yes, it worked. I'm a genius. Sausage. I found both halves of the lover's knot. I don't know if I can unite them together, but I'll try. Dead elves can only mean good things. Well, let's take a look then. There's one there. And there. There we go. We found all of them. That shard is deceptively close by. I don't know if I can get over this ravine here. Oh, I can. It's not even really a ravine, to be honest.
That tower is impressive, even as a ruin. I wonder what dreams it might hold.
Ooh. Did we not go in here yet?
Let's look around.
Yeah, let's look around, Varric. Good idea. He's always filled with good ideas. Ooh. Looks elvish. The saga of Tirda Brightaxe, Ava Mother. Thelm gold-handed, fingers greasy, jeweled rings with glitter shone, took in tribes in times of trouble, fed them fat to weaken bone, Warriors great and great in number, sun-kissed swords to fight his wars. Drake-scaled shirts their bodies covered, heart-wine stained the salty shores. Told his tribes a tale of treasure, over sea to north it gleamed, whispered words to drive the droves to Golden City where he dreamed, counselled quick in dreams alone, voices wiser man ignores, pushed the tribes until they screamed, heed the dreams and cross the waking. We're gradually finding more and more of that story. I'm gonna have to read the whole thing together once we have all the parts. Was this your first playthrough? It is. I've never played Inquisition before. Which surprises even myself. I was waiting for the right time to play it. I knew I was gonna like it. If anyone is new to the channel, I've played through Origins and Dragon Age 2 live on stream. You can find all of the past VODs for those over on Dawn Whisper VODs on YouTube. The first playthrough of Origins is quite old. It was many a moon ago. And then Dragon Age 2 we played on the channel last year. So if anybody wants to spam watch through all of those, they are all uploaded on that channel. And all of the Inquisition VODs will also be up on that channel. Currently getting to grips with just rendering the first few, and oh my gosh, my PC has been rendering day and night. It's quite intensive, this game. Can I parkour up here? Parkour. Ooh, parkour. Oh, could have just taken the ladder like a normal person. Oh no, this was secret. This was secret shinies. Rendering, what on earth is it doing? So rendering is like when a project is ready and it goes frame by frame and makes every picture look good, basically, is what rendering is. How do the sequels compare to Origins? So different. So different. And Origins was insanely kind of difficult, I would say. It was very tactical. And there's not been too much of a tactical side of things in the games following it. So there's a bit of tactics in Inquisition. And you can go into tactical view and control your party members, but you don't really need to, but the option is there. And then Dragon Age 2 was the other side of the spectrum. Like, it was just... I completely wrecked everything in Dragon Age 2. Like, I would just walk up to someone with my double daggers and kill them. It was great. And you almost didn't need to switch view. Are you looking forward to Dragon Age 4? I am, but I haven't been able to watch any trailers because spoilers. So I don't know what to expect. I don't want to spoil myself even by watching like the cinematic trailer. So yeah, I have no idea what time period it's set in. And I don't want to, by the way. And I'm leaving watching that trailer to when we finish Inquisition. And yes, I will absolutely be playing it on this channel. Oh, it's a Moogle Moo. Hi, Moogle Mog. You come to say hi to chat again. The trailers are extreme spoilers, so you made a good choice. I did suspect there may be many spoilers, because at the very least it would give away when it's set. So it would give away what happens with the rifts at the end of this as well. Did I even pick up that thing I went in there for? I did not. Woo! This mount makes a really strange noise. Kind of reminds me of like a ringwraith screaming. Great. Hey kitty, which Moogle emote won? I can reveal it was Moogle Surprise! Moogle Surprise won. It absolutely blew Moogle Derp out of the water. And I should be able to upload it tomorrow, actually. I need to do a few changes to the background to make it work for an emote. But other than that, yeet. I'm convinced there's more shinies. There's elf root, but I'm convinced there's more. Hi, Cal. Welcome on in. history-wise, is it worth it to play Dragon Age Origins? Absolutely. I know how you feel though. It is a much older game and it doesn't really tell you how to do things or hold your hand, and that's quite difficult, especially if you didn't play that era of game, and it's very, very difficult. Like the very start, you think, oh, they're gonna give me a nice tutorial and we're in the starting area, and then you go into that first fight with the Hurlocks. You probably know the one, and they just decimate you. They just absolutely decimate you. I would say if you can, it's worth adding some mods for Dragon Age Origins. I didn't in my playthrough because I didn't realize just how buggy that game was, but it is quite buggy, and there are some fan-made mods that will fix areas that have the worst issues. So there are some that will help with like general combat jankiness and camera jankiness, and then one that I really wish I had back when I played it was the Denerim mods. So Denerim is a town that you will go to later, no spoilers, but it's a city that you'll go to, and it is notoriously buggy. You will get game crashes, like complete to desktop game crashes. You'll get weird texture bugs. There's all sorts of weird stuff that happens there. So I'd have a little Google around and see just how much you want to do in terms of mods. There's obviously some fan-created mods that change quite a bit of the game or add some features in, so it's up to you whether you want to play it as it was, as close as possible, or whether you want to add in a bunch of shiny stuff. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff available. I'd say it's pretty much essential to fix the bugs, at least that fully crash your game, because that ends up really ruining your experience. I had so many crashes to desktop during that game. I even had a crash in the final cutscene of the game, which sucked, and then we had to reboot in the final cutscene. So thankfully mods exist, and the fan base that Dragon Age has exists, and they have fixed it. But I would love to see it actually be fixed, considering that it is on Steam and it's an official Steam game. It surprises me that those bugs haven't been fixed. There are mods that add extra cutscenes. Ooh, haven't seen those ones. I modded the heck out of Origins. I had the mod that let you always keep the dog on the team. Yes! Because obviously you get the Mabari permanently in Dragon Age 2. And I was so happy about that because I never brought him with me because I just didn't have space in my party and he didn't really have a purpose to me. And I couldn't justify taking up a party slot with him. So I missed him. He's a good boy. The best boy. The best boy. But yeah, I'd definitely say if you can, it's worth playing Origins, Dragon Age 2, and then Inquisition, because it just gives you so much more context of the story. In fact, a very, very, very long time ago, before I played Inquisition, there was a free weekend for Inquisition. And I remember my friends at the time being like, oh, this game is free, you should try it, I think you'd really like it. And I did hop in. I have no memory of it. I have no memory of it. But I played it for probably about 2 hours and went, I feel like I've joined this halfway through. I don't know what's going on with the story. Like, I don't really know who these people are. I don't know why I care. What's going on with the rifts. And so I think I definitely have enjoyed it much more second time round, knowing what's going on. Like, I just basically went, yeah, no, I'm going to play 1 and 2 first, because I know there's a 1 and 2 for this game series. Hello, Faithy. How you doing? I was trying to get a close-up of Iron Bull for Faith, because I don't know if Faith has met Iron Bull in my playthrough yet, at least. Although, I was told that Faith has now finished Inquisition on their own, so you're free from spoilers now. Now you can just laugh at me walking into certain death. There are some companions that I don't know yet, which maybe Faith will know.
Alright, Solus, been thinking. You want to know how this place would be if the Qunari took charge? Orlais, Ferelden, all of it would be healthier under the Qun. But the war to make that happen, that would be ugly. A lot of good people would die. So I'm not hoping it happens. There. You happy?
I don't think he's happy.
No, quite the opposite.
Oh, come on. I said I didn't want us to invade you.
No. You said this world would be brighter if all thinking creatures were stripped of individuality. You only lack the will to get more blood on your hands.
I don't know who I agree with. I think I'm with Solus, because everyone deserves to be themselves and be individual and do whatever they want to do. And the Kun, although it is kind of a good thing that everyone has a job and a purpose. It seems like those roles are chosen for you and you're chosen to be useful to society. That doesn't seem like any way to live. I like the idea of the equality, but someone's always in charge, really. They do have like a head of the whole thing. And then there's obviously corruption. You can't ever avoid corruption like that. My problem with the combat is that I was expecting something like Divinity Enhanced Edition. Yeah. It was, I guess it was not one of the first tactical games like that, but one of the more approachable tactical games that people played who hadn't been into gaming before as well. So it was getting there, but it's a little bit janky. I'm trying to remember what helped me. I don't know if you got to the first Herlock fight and you've just been destroyed so many times, but I'm trying to remember how I got through that, because there was just a mage that fireballed and it was destroying me. I think I found some way to dispel it, or some way to interrupt the fireball with like a shield bash, and that really helped. But most of all, the greatest piece of advice I can give you for playing any RPG game, but especially old school RPGs, F5. F5 is your quick save key. It will save your life in Origin. If you're even remotely unsure about a situation you're going into, F5. Just complete a quest, F5. See something weird and shiny in the distance that you want to go and pick up, F5. And poultice, yes. I cheesed everything. Yes, I absolutely cheesed everything. I ran around in circles and made poultices. Also, Dragon Age Origins, another big piece of advice, poultices. Because I don't want to spoil anything. There's not a great abundance of healing characters in Dragon Age Origins either. So health poultice is your best friend. You can craft it. You can make quite a few. But unfortunately, you only have a certain amount of elf fruit. You can buy elf fruit from the merchant and then just make a fuck ton of poultice. Poultice will get you through all the fights. All the fights. Trust in the poultice is all I can say. I cheesed so many fights. It's great seeing the people in the YouTube comments getting annoyed with me. I'm like, hey. Like my first shade I came across, the entire party was just chugging poultice every 2 seconds. This is the way the game was meant to be played. Yes, embrace it. Kind of want to go in this cave up here because I needed spider chitin and everything. So let's go find that. What about classes in Origins? From what I remember, I wanted to be a bow user and then found out that bow was really bad until high level. But my memory is a bit foggy. I think that's what happened. I think mages are good as well. Are you collecting all the elf fruit you're seeing? It's just habit. It's just habit. And in Origins, there's only one spawn of each one, so you pick it up. If you see the elf fruit, you pick it up because it's not going to spawn again. It's not going to happen. Pretty sure everything respawns in this game. Ooh. So many resources. My bags are going to be so full. Why can't I open this chest? Did I already loot it? Maybe. Did you want to be a dagger user? I think I switched to a dagger user at the end. I can't remember which way around it was. Either ranged is really OP in Origins or ranged is rubbish in Origins. I did stab people. Just can't remember when. I think I wanted to do ranged and then ranged was bad. And then I did double dagger. As far as I can remember. I was definitely double dagger in Dragon Age 2 and rogues were insanely good in Dragon Age 2. Because I just crit everything. And they were pretty good from the beginning as well. Whereas it takes a while in Origins for some of the classes to get good damage going.
Double dagger, yeah. I have what's her face, Sarah, in my party now, and I want to make her a double dagger user. I've got some good stuff we're gonna put onto her. But what I always find most difficult about BioWare games is there's only a certain number of people I can take out with me. And I have favorites. I would say I love all my party members equally, but we all know that's not true. And this right here is the dream team. We've got Cowman, we've got Chesthair, and we've got Egghead. Cowman, Chesthair, and Egghead taking on the world. And why would I ever want anyone else? But I do need to try taking other party members because they'll be useful in different situations, and tactically we might want a different party sometimes. And as much as I love Varric, he's also a rogue, so I'm not going to want him all the time. What was I going towards? I think I went for the passive last time as well. Yes, death from above. Stabby, stabby. I don't actually know where I'm going, I'm just exploring. It's weird to be like that in Dragon Age, because so often in Dragon Age it was just one pathway you could go down and you were doing a very specific quest, so the fact that I can just wander around and find things to do still feels very weird to me. There's red lyrium down here as well, but I think that's near where we died last time because they're really OP near there. I'm going to fast travel up here and get the shard as well. BioWare, let us take the whole crew. Yeah, I know it would be overwhelming, but still. Would it break the entire party system? Yes, but still. I think in Origins it was the most difficult to deal with because I don't know if they were leveling up independently. So, like, they weren't spec'd out at all. And they wouldn't have level ups at all unless I took them with me, I seem to remember. So I had like half of the party geared up and half of them not, and someone was still using a really basic bow, and so I didn't always take everybody with me. Where is it? I hear you. I see you. Oh, you're in the undergrowth. Sneaky. Sneaky. Got it. 16 of 22. There is an astrarium here. Did we must have done that astrarium. That would have been the first astrarium we did, right? I think. Hiya! Onwards. Yes, I remember this astrarium. Kind of want to find another one because I like pain. Fighting between apostate mages and rogue Templars has driven refugees from their homes and endangered everyone in the area. Wonderful. Let's go get us a slice of that action. Let's go mess them up. I think Mage in Origins is so much fun. I struggle getting used to so few spells in Inquisition. Yeah, I really loved playing Morrigan in Origins. Like, I would always switch to Morrigan to do her spells because they were crazy fun. So I would say if you are into magic users, you'll probably like Mage in Origins. Despair! Take another piece of my little soul, my queen. I forgot I had this game. Oh no, not another one. I keep reminding people this game exists and then they install it again and they start a new playthrough. Oh no, how terrible. But thank you so much for 23 months of immortality. An honor to have your soul back, Despair. I am not filled with despair at the prospect of taking your soul back another month. I've got to go down the mountain, so if I... Oh. That is such a concerning noise! Does it make that noise every time I want to sprint with it? I hate it! Sounds like it's in pain! It reminds me of the Nazgul. You know that scene where
Sam's like, get down, the Nazgul are coming. Hurry. I don't want to hear that every time I sprint. It's terrifying. But it seems like I'm going to. That's why I never rode hearts. Yeah, I understand now. It's like an elephant crossed with a Nazgul. You Scoofston, get out my way. I will charge you. Charge you down, and I will also deafen you with my weird mount noise. Hey, Nolan! You started playing this again too. Yes, yes, join us, join us. Wish I bought the PC version though. It's kind of nice to play it on console, I suppose. I always find when I play something on console, it feels so chill. Because if I play something on PC, I usually have another tab open. I'm usually doing something at the same time. If someone messages me, I tab out and I reply to the message. But when I play on PlayStation, it's like I've set time aside to be like, right, I'm just playing games now. And it's very chill and relaxing. So I've never tried it on console or with a controller, but I assume it works really well. Yeah, couch chilling is always nice. That's what Genshin is for me. I play Genshin on PS5, and I'm just like, taking my PS5 downstairs was a good decision. I did have my PlayStation up here because, you know, sometimes we use it on stream, but I was like, I'm gonna make a cozy corner and put the PlayStation there. If I may, I would like to ruin mounts for you in this game. Ooh, lovely. Go ahead, Faith. Due to technical limitations, the sprint is actually no faster than normal mount walking. I'm not going crazy. I swear, the first stream we had a horse, I was like, it's just me, or am I not going any faster? This feels really slow. And I thought maybe we level up the mounts and they get faster and we have to train them or something, but no. It was just like a slow motion gallop. Good to know. Good to know. Everything around here is so squishy. It's all trickery with the wind effects and the tilting of the camera. The Frostbite engine can't keep up if you go too fast, so they just faked it. That's so cheeky. Every duck. A very kind anonymous gifter chucking the soul of the duck. Duck, welcome to the Wisps. I'm afraid to say, a mysterious masked individual snuck in here, took your soul from your body and gave it to me. I'll take very good care of it, and you're now immortal. Thank you so much, whoever you may be in the shadows. And my inventory might be full. Maybe it is full. But you didn't see anything. Also, why does I not open my inventory? Shouldn't that be the inventory button unless I'm going crazy? Tab. Oh, no. Am I still in combat? Is that why? Is someone still alive? Hello? Who would like to violence me? Anyone? No, no takers. No. Anyone? Oh, you're still alive. That makes sense. Luba was not at all impressed with the Nazgul noises. Did she look up? She doesn't even look up the Valley Girl. I'm surprised she even noticed. Would it even be a Dawn stream without a full inventory? Ah, look at that. Lovely full inventory. Now we go on to our usual, can I stick this on a character just to get it out of my inventory? Although, this actually would be great for you because it's a Life Ward amulet. And it means if you're about to die, you'll come back with some health. You're so welcome. See, now I have one inventory space. What you got, Egghead? Same thing as usual.
Everyone's full
Have
apart
those
from that.
apostates to deal with, though.
Sweetish fingers. Unique sword. Oh. What do you mean? I just pawned off a necklace onto the cowman. What are you talking about? My inventory isn't full. Your inventory's full. Damn it. Bane of my existence. Like, the Canary Buckler is rubbish. We can trash it. Oi! Oh! Who did a thing? Oh, kitties! Kitties, thank you so much! Kitties helping towards the Mouse Dream Fund. Thank you, I really appreciate it. If anyone hasn't heard the saga of the mouse, my regular's about to be like, oh, here we go again. But I broke my mouse. Or rather, it expired after many years of service, okay? I've played ESO for 5 or 6 years, and I think that's probably what did it, because you click to do a light attack in ESO, and obviously when you're in a raid, you're like spam, 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 and you're doing a whole rotation in between pressing abilities or light clicking. So I basically found out that every time I went to hold down left click, it would just let go sometimes. And I noticed when I was playing Final Fantasy, because I was doing jumping puzzles, and now this makes so much sense to me. I was doing jumping puzzles and I would hold down left and right click to run forwards. And sometimes I'd just stop running. And it made no sense to me. I was like, but I didn't tell it to stop running. Why did it stop running halfway through a jump? And I found out that it just wasn't holding down left click sometimes, and it would just let go. And I saw it even more when I was playing Tarkov. I would go to drag something into my inventory and it would let go halfway through me dragging it, which was really weird. And I cleaned it. I properly cleaned it out. I got my little paintbrushes. I was going in there trying to see if there was any nerd sweat stuck in the middle. But it seems to be some kind of electrical thing. And to be fair, it did serve me very, very, very well over the years. It's put up with some heavy clicking. I'm back to a super old mouse now, which is a very basic one. But thank you for contributing towards the Dream Mouse Fund. It is the one I have on the wish list is a few series up from the old one I used to have. So it's a couple models higher and more fancy, and it's also got more buttons on the side. So for playing MMOs and things, it would be super useful. I combine different things in Final Fantasy and ESO and maybe even Dragon Age. So very handy, very handy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yes, the mouse quest continues. If anyone's newer, we do have Throne, which is a gifting service that we use, and you can send gifts completely anonymously if you want to. They also have just added a surprise feature, so I haven't turned it on, but I can if you guys want me to. It's a new feature. I think they released it last week, so I can have it so that I don't know what's coming in the wish list until it arrives. It will be something from the wish list that I said, ooh, that's nice, I'd like that, but I won't know until we open it. So if you think that would be fun, I can turn that setting on. But there are a few on there that are also community contribution goals, which are great. So the mouse or anything that's crazy pricey, I normally put on as a contribution one, and you can be like, I will chuck some gold towards this, and then everybody can team up towards a gift as well. So yeah, it's a really handy feature, and it keeps everything safe in terms of personal information for you guys and for me as well. But it means that I can receive gifts at the Elven Forest. I bet Magnus would like that one. Oh yeah, because I'll put 10,000 books on there, and then he won't know which one is showing up. I won't know which one is showing up. Who knows? It'll be a mystery. Link's not working for me. It's working for the rest. Weird. It also works. I mean, I only just put this on because it's a new thing they have, but you can scan the QR code up there apparently with your phone camera, and it will take you to it. Don't ask me how this technical wizardry works, but apparently it does. Also, do I have another belt? Oh, these aren't very good either. Okay. I need to get rid of some stuff. I do have upgrades for Farrick's crossbow, but I think I have to do that at the crafting table. What are we gonna get rid of? Surely there's some really... I'm wearing a really shitty helmet, so... Oh, actually, it's not that shitty. Keen Blight Whisper... Blight Wasp, not Blight Whisper. Canary trained only. I know a Canary, but he probably has a better helmet on. Oh no, that's way better. Gonna get rid of the adventure hat, I think. Wait. 6 damage, plus 3 crit chance. Has no armor on it. Intense Wyvern Vitar. Ooh, you must be level 13 for that. You can wear that. You got enough armor from your actual chest rig thing. For a second I went, what's that ding dong noise when the wish list came through? I did get the ding dongs working again. Ding dongs were broken for a bit for the wish list, but they're back. They're back. I believe you can also do it anonymously as well. I did have a couple people asking like, I don't know if I want my name to come up. You can do it anonymously. I had a look into it. Once you go through like the checkout thing, it will say, would you like to put your name on this? And what name would you like to pop up? I have 1 slot. I have 1 slot. You're lying to me. I have exactly 1 slot free. I guess I get rid of a tonic belt. I don't know. Spirit resistance. Who did this? Who did this? It made the ding dong. Who's done a thing? Who has done a thing? I'm gonna check and see who's done a thing. It probably popped up for you guys. But it's too speedy for me. I just see a big D. Not that kind of big D. Let me have a look. Such shinies. But thank you so much, whoever the heck that was, because we're now 21% funded on the mouse. Thank you. I'm having to scroll through and seeing if I can find it. All the community contribution stuff is quite new, so I don't know where it actually displays it. I can see little profile pictures of who's contributed. And it should say the last person who contributed up there as well. I can't read it because it's in black. I need to get off the screen. What's that, dear? Who was so nice to contribute? Despair! I can just about see it. Despair! Thank you so much. I'll see if I can change it to white. Because it's kind of blending in with the Dragon Age over here. But thank you. You are too kind. Also, Dream Mouse. Dream Mouse. So definitely not something I need, but it's dream level clicky clacky. Streamlabs. No. Gift overlay. There we go. Let's make it white. Haha! Don't know why there's just a D. There's just like a random D. I think that stands for donators. Or Dawn Whisper, obviously. Whenever there's a D, stands for Dawn Whisper. But thank you so much, Despair, for the $10 towards the goal. I think it's actually £10, but it's Merkin, so it pretends it's dollars. There we go. We also had a strange anonymous gifter last stream with the £5 towards the mouse. So whoever you are, thank you so much as well. I really shouldn't be taking more things, but worth. I guess I'm just scared that I leave the area and all this stuff despawns, but I don't think it will. I think the treasure chest will stay here. So I might just mark it quickly. And let us go back and sell some things, and then we will return once I have a nice free inventory. Hi, youth. Wait. Why was it getting shout? Oh, because I said D. Look, apparently innuendo is happening today. I could stop it. Will I? No. I sanction this. I'm a Cullen girl, but Iron Bull is Wispgasm. He is pretty good, huh? I don't know if there's anything particularly interesting about his personality. I'm just like, he's a dude. So far, he's just a dude. And personality is a massive thing for me. So, honestly, I'd take Varric over Iron Bull any day. Like, he is hot. Like, the way he acts makes him hot. And, see, I would go for someone with, like, a really good personality over, like, a great body. Like, yes, me and Iron Bull would have a great time. Yes, I would hold those horns. But it's all about the Varric. No, night sails. Sweet dreams. Thank you for wielding the sword. Come to me, my child, and I shall embrace you in mine arms. So said the Maker. Your head is exploding right now. That does not sound very comfortable. The bull's character is pretty good, though. We'll find out. So far, he's just been like, yeah, I was kind of a soldier, and now I'm kind of a spy. It's the vibe we have going with him. Seems pretty okay. He seems like a good person as well, at least so far. Just trying to find... There's the herbalist guy as well. I wonder if I can make some more potions whilst I'm here. He's this way. Oh my gosh, I just pressed my Final Fantasy Sprint keybind. That's not going to work. This is Dragon Age. There are several interesting characters in Inquisition. The writers did some good work here. I like how they're proper people. So many games they'll be good or evil, and that's not like real life. Like, people are very, very complicated, and they have their own motivations for things, and things that happened in the past influence their opinion on things in the now. And I like how our party members argue, and even though we are fighting for the same thing, they have differences in what they think we should do sometimes, and they're all fighting for their own version of what right is. And that is influenced by their backstory and what they've been through. So I find those interactions super interesting. Oh, these are the upgrades. Okay. I'm being hydrated. Cheers! Is it because I seem thirsty talking about Iron Bull? Mm-hmm. I see how it is. Can't do any of this just yet. I can make some potions, though. If anyone has any space... Oh, yeah. Oh, Blackwall hardly has anything on him. Bless. It's because I hardly ever use him. Seem to remember Iron Bull used some bees. Oh, but I restocked him. Okay.
Perhaps another time.
Alright, see you later, herbalist man. Hello, Eggman.
What can I do for you?
I've already talked to you about the Fade, I think, but please, do tell me more.
What do you know about the Fade?
What do you know?
You'd like to know?
Do you just hang out there sometimes? Can you take me?
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
And the veil?
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
That sounds kind of marvelous, to be honest.
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality. Where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful. And the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Well, that pleased him that I didn't just go, you're so weird for thinking that's cool. But it is cool, like a realm that exists that is real but not real and we don't know much about. Can he take me there? Take me there, Solace. I want to use Solace's jawline as a cheese knife for all those cheese wheels. It is the sharpest jawline in Ferelden. Don't cut yourself on that. So he always holds his jaw like this because he's like sheltering everyone else from his sharp jawline. I fear it. Alright. This merchant down here is quite easy to do things at. Yeah, he's got the sharp jawline to balance out the smooth round head. What I really need to do is see what I can equip, because I keep finding just better and better gear. Battle Mage's coat. Hunter's armor. Seems good. Seems better. I like how it's also ranked by armor value, so you get a very easy overview of what's better than other stuff. Rather than having to be like, is that more armor than that? It sorts it for you, which is nice. I like Solace. He's bold like me. We like Egghead. He's a good man. He's a good man. I could see myself falling for Solace, but I think it would be a slow burn romance. Like, he's so kind of just closed off at the moment. And I don't think he's ready to let anyone in. Maybe I'll be the person to change him. How is this bow better? Rogue only, restriction not Varric. Okay, that's a bit rude. Okay, anyone can use this as long as your name is not Varric. So the guy who made this bow just really hated Varric specifically. Excuse me? Okay, not Varric. It's because he has to use Bianca, obviously, but it's a bit rude, to be honest. I've got to be level 10, so I can use that next level. It'd be cool if there was like a lock on these. But yeah, that's going to be my bow next level, I think. Nice, nice. Remember to upgrade Bianca? I've got some things for her. I've got like another grip for her. And I think I put that in at the blacksmith, so we'll go and have a look at that in a second. Are any of these helmets better for me? 12 armor rating. Konari only. Not really. Don't really want any of that. Okay. Increased ability duration. Oh, that's kind of nice. I've got 2 of them now. Increased ability damage. Ooh, for rogue only. Varric. Varric, my sweet prince. I have a present for you. A ring. Ah, he'll like that. Solace looks like he's in a baby bonnet, and I love it. He's in a baby bonnet, and his clothes are covered in pee. My sweet child. Anyway, Solace, what crap are you wearing? We really need to change the outfit. Our enemies can see you coming from miles away. I've got a battle mage coat here. Need to be level 14 for it, though. So go ahead and keep wearing that garbage you're wearing. We might find something better for you next level. Your hat's pretty good. At least for now, it's pretty good for you now. I didn't have a necklace for him last time, so I just gave him Mercy's crest. He's doing okay with that. Guard penetration ring. Sure. Maybe. Don't know if he really needs it. He's got the sundering one, which he likes. I mean, it's a sensible reason for Varric to lean into the crossbow. Aye, for sure. Oh yeah, Bianca, obviously. Don't know why I'm even looking. Obviously, it's Bianca. What are you wearing? Oh, you could be wearing this stunning hunter coat, which also brings your chest hair back, so I say you should wear that. Look, it ruined him. As soon as he had a scarf across the chest hair, I was like, why? But there you go, you shameless man whore. There we are. Lovely. What is that hat you're wearing, by the way? What is that? You can't wear the Vitar. That's 15 armor rating anyway. It's fine. What have you got? +2 strength. No, my boy. That's no good for you. We need to swap you. Because Iron Bull will actually use strength. Oh, he's got Life Ward though. Cassandra wearing. Take that. Take that. We'll give Cassandra the strength. There you are. That suits you so much better, Varric. Grenades belt, quite nice. And then yeah, I've got an upgrade for Cassandra, but I think not Cassandra, for Bianca. Sorry, both end in A. Get it confused between your girlfriends, Varric. He's got that on. Lunge and slash. Enhanced Warcry ring. Sure, sure. Pretty good for you. And he's wearing the Belt of Health. What about your weapons, though? Because we haven't equipped you with anything for a while. Bull's Edge. Oh, how about a Ferelden Broadaxe? You can't even put that on yet. Wonderful. Everybody needs to level up, and then I can get some good stuff on you. This looks great. The Jagged Battle Axe. I actually have 2 of those, so you can have that one. Oh. Don't cut yourself on that edge. Sarah, Blackwall, Solace. We got any nicer staves for you? You've got the Ice Keeper staff on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat that at this level. Looking good. Oh, sorry, Solace. I didn't even check your rings. Sorry. Oh, no, I did check your rings. And you've got a ranged defense belt on. That'll do for now, I think. And then I can just sell a bunch of things. Do I have any plans to play Mass Effect 2 and 3? I absolutely do. After we finish Inquisition, it might be our next game. I think. I've forgotten so much from Mass Effect, though. I'm going to have to do a really quick lore catch-up at some point, because there's just so much lore, and I will have forgotten everything. Armor of the Dragon, it's so pretty. I'm sad I had to get rid of that one. Great Bear Claws. Okay, that will do for now. Let's go see if we can upgrade things. For a moment, it looked like a giant paintbrush your character had equipped because it was partially covered by the mouse pick. Just a giant paintbrush. Oh no, here they go again. Also, I'm switching the mount back to Doug because I miss him, okay? I miss him. Doug the Avar Warnug. Ah, my boy. Hey, yo. You boy with your weird gorilla arms. I miss you.
We've gotten a new shipment.
Okay, modify weapons. And then So Bianca isn't in this menu, but I did pick up something for Bianca. So I'm not exactly sure how this works. Because I definitely picked up something for Bianca. Bow of the Dragon, Canary Battle Axe, Mercenary Longblade, Heavy Axe. Yeah, no, Bianca's not even in this list. Do you have the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect? I do. I picked up Legendary Edition, and that includes all 3, so that's what we played the first one with. Ah! Masterwork Bianca Grip. Oh, okay, okay. So I found the plans for them, but I didn't pick up the actual parts. Okay. I can actually make it. Oh. I don't know what to make it out of. Such choices. Everything gives a different stat as well. Low armor rating. +1 dexterity, crit chance, 1.5 crit chance. I think bear hide is good. 1.5 dexterity, 1.5 crit chance. Nugskin. So sorry. Yeah, I'm guessing like this is probably the best one we can use. And then low armor rating, +1 constitution, armor penetration, +10 health, melee defense. Ooh, onyx. That gives +1 strength. Sure. Yeah! Oh, I can name it! It goes on Bianca, right? And what is it? Is it a grip? Forever Alone. Because he only wants Bianca. Night-night, baby! Oh, enjoy Mistborn. Make sure you post those thoughts. It's bow parts. Why is it called Bianca then?
Another time, then.
Bianca arms. Bianca grip. Which I can make from dog. Now what do I do with it?
Good.
It's a crossbow. Yeah, but how do I put it on Bianca? I guess like I've got to go... I did see... Yeah, upgrades. So maybe it's there now. I was assuming I had to do it at the crafting bench, but maybe not. Ah, yes. There we go. Forever Alone and Why Won't You Hold Me? Apply to Bianca. Yes. +5 dexterity. I think it's... Is it just on there now by default? Because I don't seem to be able to, like, put it on. But Bianca Arms 3 is on there at the moment, which is level 11. So I don't actually know how I apply this. Am I being a dum-dum? I think you need to unequip the weapon. Okay. Yeah, get that Bianca off him. And then modify the weapon upgrade, please. Okay. Bianca! There she is. There she is. The bitch. Right. Why Won't You Hold Me is going on as the grip. And then I'm gonna see... Oh, Forever Alone is actually worse. I made something that's worse. But it would add a crit chance. You can have it. There you go. Beautiful.
Right.
You know, at some point, we'll have upgrades on here all called Why No Varric Romance. Please hold me. I'm right here, Varric, etc. And then maybe he'll realize that I'm the one for him, not some filthy crossbow. My inventory is no longer full. Great success. Would have been great if they put a thing in where if you give Varric any other weapon, that every few encounters is a random total party kill, no matter what you do, even if Varric's not in the party. He just rages out. It's like, nope. Hey, Ark! Can't help but think of Anders Pounce a lot after seeing Moogle Cam. This is Lady Chaos a lot. Mostly chaos. The void beckons. And the void also licks its bum. A lot. On stream. She loves you to see her licking her butt on stream.